Hello, everyone. My name is Corinna Frey, and I have the pleasure of sharing a bit about my paper on multi-sectoral knowledge and information management in humanitarian crisis. The paper is co-authored with Michael Barrett, and it started with a general interest in knowledge and information management in international aid organizations. And I think we are all very much aware of the critique against NGOs and United Nations organizations in failing to demonstrate the results of their work. So basically being criticized for the fact that they are just not able to efficiently manage their information and that they are not able to demonstrate their actual achievements. And lots of these organizations actually responded to this criticism by introducing more standardized reporting and evaluation systems in the last couple of years. And so for this specific paper, I was exploring how one international aid organization was introducing or using such a standardized information system to better demonstrate the effects of their work in a refugee crisis in Rwanda. And I was basically expecting to see a huge improvement in the way results would be demonstrated and reported. However, what I saw in practice was a huge challenge on the ground, as local offices really struggled to use this standardized information system in a useful way. And when looking more closely, I soon realized that these challenges referred to the fact that local offices had to report about a range of different programs and sectors. So they had to report about the effects of their health program, they had to report about the effects of their education program, their livelihood programs, or they had to report about their child protection and or advocacy achievements. So the challenge here very much lied in the multi-sectoral nature of such a crisis response, and the standardized reporting system basically failed to capture the complexities of such a multi-sectoral crisis response. And one example was, for instance, that this reporting system updated all information every 6 months. And while this longer reporting cycle worked well to capture, for instance, the learning results or the learning achievements of refugee children, it was way too long for health reporting, as kind of waiting 6 months for new updates on the health situation might have risked an epidemic across the whole refugee camp. And so my research is generally interested in these challenges organizations face when dealing with global crises such as humanitarian emergencies or natural disasters. And it is thereby rooted in the current scholarly debates around grand challenges that seek to advance and expand organizational research to the relevant social issues and problems of our times. And obviously, the global refugee crisis is one such prominent example at the moment, as being one of society's most pressing social challenges, with 65.5 million people currently displaced. And I think organizational scholars could do much more to advance understanding and knowledge about the challenges and complexities of organizations or of organizing and dealing with such phenomenon. And a good start could be, for instance, to explore the uniqueness of such contexts. So it, for instance, took me a very long time to realize that the challenges of reporting and managing information, in my case, were due to the complex multi-sectoral nature of aid organizations, or the complex multi-sectoral nature of aid response. And this is rarely discussed in the literature so far, where the focus is currently more on expertise or specialization. And I think it should be our ambition as scholars to contribute back to society by extending our theorizing to such empirical contexts. And I hope that this paper can somehow contribute to this important agenda. So thanks a lot for listening to this video, and please reach out to me if you would like to discuss anything of this further or a bit more specifically. And I'm very thankful for OCIS for providing such a platform to discuss this kind of research, and I hope we can connect to further advance research on society's grand challenges. Thank you and talk soon.